Okay, in the previous step, we learned how to detect the colors and use the color detected as a trigger for call any function or any action we want. In this step, we want to limit the area of color detection to this angle and use the coordinate of each pixel to do any function we want. Okay, first you need to know the positioning of the colors are different than the 000 of the unity. For example, the 000 of the unity start from this part, but 00 of the screen and the pixels start from here. For example, and this part and this step and this point, my mouse on it, is 640 and the y parameter is 0. Let me to show you. For example, we have a cube. Oh my god. Okay, for example, it is like this. No, it's too small. Okay, and put it in here. Oh yeah, because the 000 of this object is in the middle. You need to know that we have to put the 00 of the screen in the position of the 00 of the unity. So before this one, I create an empty object and put it on 000. Okay, then I will put it in this part. Okay, if it is 640, so it has to be 320 minus 320. Okay, and I call it a screen, main screen. Okay, and then I will add this guy to this one. So as you can see, the screen position can be 0, 0. Now the 00 of the unity is the same with 00 of the parameter is minus. So our cube, if it is be 00, so it will be like this, and in here it is 640, and in here it is 640 and 480. That's it. So if we want to find a part of our screen, we can find with this cube. We can we can use this cube as our positioning system for better understanding. So first I need to put our camera front of our screen, sorry. 320 to 240. Okay, it is our screen. Perfect. Now I want to find what is the 000 of this point and this point, and I will say, okay, just detect the colors in this area, not this part, not this part. Okay, first I will put my cube in here. Okay, the position is 238 and minus 225. Okay, Let's come back to the script of multi-object tracking on color based. Multi-object tracking based on color. Okay, and in this part, you can say, okay, let's to draw, as far as I mentioned in the previous clip, this one is the type of the color, and this guy get X pose and get Y pose are the coordinate of our pixel, so we can limit them. We can add our F in here for the whole process, and we will say get the pose X if the cube is here 300 and 235 and it is less than 402, yeah, 403, and also for Y, ignore the minus in here because in the screen, in fact, it is positive, so it is 225 or more. Okay, so we will say get pose Y more than 225, and also we don't need to have these meshes because our screen can be easy. Now let's see. Okay, perfect. It can just detect the color in this area, not out of it. So for example, if I have my green screen, in here nothing happened. In here it can detect the green. In here nothing happened. Now perfect. We can use this option for detecting the position of the object as well. So we will say, okay, let's demonstrate a 3D model and the position of our pixel. For example, it can detect it is sunglasses. Okay, and it can detect the color. It is here. And also we have the coordinate of this pixel. It is 270 until 300 blah blah. Okay, now we have the position, we have object, and we have color. We can demonstrate a 3D model and the position of this pixel. Okay, let's do this. Excuse me. For example, we can put a 3D model in here, public game object, okay, and we will say, if we can detect our object, set the position of the object.transform.position equal new vector 3 of this guy. It is for X, it is for Y, and for Z it can be, for example, I don't know, 0.5 f. Okay, and if you can detect this object, you can say object.setActive true, and if you cannot detect that color, you can say this false. Perfect. Let's come back to the scene, and we will have this object for our object. For example, it is 50, 50 something, and I put it here, and I call it object. But remember, the position of y, the y of the position has to be minus, because in here we have changed it. Okay, now we need to add the minus in the y angle. Okay, now I will say in the screen final, add this object. And if we can detect a green, let's put this object in the position of the green color. Let's open the scene. Okay. Our green. Where is our object? Oh, maybe it is not visible because of the position. Yes. Yeah, because the z parameter, it has to be, for example, yeah, 5, something like this. Perfect. It works well. Bravo. It is exactly that things we have defined for our target. Okay, let's find something cool. It is related to the color. We can say when we detect that object, try to set a boolean true, and then when we have that boolean true and we have detect that color, demonstrate a 3D model. So what was our target? For example, we can define a function in here. A public void, I don't know, set, no, detect object. Okay, and we will define a parameter, public bool detected equal false as a default. By default it is false. When we detect it, it can be true, and when we not detect it, it can be false. Not detected. Detect object. Okay, and in here in the screen, for example, when we detect an object, we will define this one. I said in the beginning, it can be any function we want. Because of saving our time, I decided to put our function in here. Okay, and when we detect object in here, and when we not detect, what will happen when we set the boolean true? If the boolean is true, try to put the 3D model, right? If the boolean is true, so it can be if the boolean is false. Perfect. Now we need to say our target for object detection is sunglass, and the color is blue, because my sunglass has a blue part. So let's test. Oh, I need to put a z parameter too, for example 5 something, and save, and let's test. Perfect. It can detect my sunglass, and it is the pixel of the blue, and it put my position. Perfect. Okay, this is our target for object detection, color detection, and use the position of the pixels for demonstrate a 3D model and the position of that object we have detected. I hope these videos will be helpful for you, and I love to say please subscribe my channel to be able to see other videos in the past or in the future, and please like and put a comments on this video. Have a great time. Bye bye.